Alright, welcome guys, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the funded challenge that I'm on, how I'm doing so far and how I'm approaching it, the trades I've taken so far, and also I will touch on my analysis on GBP USD, and maybe if I have time I will touch on Euro USD also. And yup, okay, like I said in a video I made a couple of weeks ago, I was looking for this shift in structure to buys. As you can see at this point, I took a buy. I think that was my second trade on a prop challenge, and I also took a buy here. Okay, now so let's go straight to the dashboard on my Fundednext prop challenge. Alright, so as you can see here, trading growth. This is how your equity curve should look like. Not one massive gain to the top side. Should be a gradual higher low, higher high, higher high. You see as the growth, like the curve, is steadily rising. No sudden rise to the top side, but rather a gradual process which takes time and days. I'm not going all in on one day. As you can see on July 2nd, that was my first ever trade I took on July 2nd. And you see it was a loss, which took my account back down to $596, $5,968 rather. And I didn't trade for 2 days. I didn't see a setup and I didn't force any trades. As you can see, 2nd July, 3rd July, 4th July, 5th July, I took another trade, which eventually took it to 6,159 dollars, which is $159 in profit. And you can see I stayed off the chart till I saw another setup. So you see here, July 6th passed, July 7th passed, July 8th passed, July 9th passed, and July 10th I took a trade again, which I eventually held till the next day. And my account rose from $6,159 to $6,350, which was like 2% away from passing the challenge. So yesterday being Friday, I took two trades. I took a trade on Euro USD, which resulted to a loss, and I took another trade on Euro USD or on GBP USD, which I won with 1 hour. Like I got 1% back from the market, so I broke even on Friday. And we see my account size going back to 6,284 with that loss. Okay, you see how the curve is rising steadily and slowly. My losses is not really affecting the growth of the account, because I understand risk management, I understand psychology, I understand that if I take up to like one loss or two losses in a day, I call it a day, I don't trade anymore, because after two losses your psychology and everything you'll be too emotional to judge with a clear head and a clear mind what to do. So I had that plan already. Like I've been trading for a while, so I know myself. I know that after two losses I always want to revenge trade to get back the money. So hence when I have up to two losses, I just call it a day and close my laptop and I go on with my day. That is one reason people keep failing prop challenges, because they want to do it very fast, they want to do it quickly, they want to cash out very, very quickly. And trading is a patience game. You have to wait for your setup. Okay, so now I'll go more in depth on the accounts. I'm currently 4.72% up on this challenge. I just need 3% to pass the phase one. Sorry, to pass the phase one, and down the phase two, I need 5%. If I can pass the phase one, I'm not really worried about phase two, honestly. Okay, so we'll go to the stats and analytics of this prop challenge. You can see over here my balance is 6284, which I'm up 4.72%. I'll also show you my journal on the trades I took, why I took them. You can see I've taken 12 trades, total lot size of 4.97. It's my average RR, my win rate 58.33%, which is nice for 2 weeks. The first week I gained $159. The second week I gained 129 or 120 something dollars. Last week, is it this week? Today is Saturday. This week rather. So I'm taking it week by week. Then I'll judge after a month. There's no time limit on my Fundednext Stellar Challenge. There's no time limit. That's why I really love this propfirm. I know now all the propfirms are moving towards no time limit, which is very very good for traders. That's a very big win for traders, because if you know what you're doing, that should be a very good boost, because you don't have to rush for trades. You can patiently wait for that setup to present itself. And you can see my average winning trade is $66, average losing trades $37. Quite simple. My trading history, okay. For my trading history, let's go down to when I first started the challenge. Okay, one of these trades, like I contacted my Fundednext. I didn't take the sell trades. I don't know why it shows up on my trading history. I contacted Fundednext. They said they'll resolve the issue, but the issue doesn't, like, this loss doesn't affect my PNL, but they just have it on my history. I don't know why. I contacted them. They haven't really deleted it, but still, it doesn't really have any effect since it's not deducted from my PNL. But the first trade I took was a loss on this challenge, which was on the 3rd of July, minus 30. It was a buy trade. I'll show you in a second on my journal on the trade I took. So 5th July, took another trade. It was a break even, apparently $1.7. I took another trade on the 5th of July, also a break even, GBP USD buy. Took another trade on the 10th of July, on the 6th of July. It's another break even. You can see I'm not going all in on one day. I'm taking my time, making sure that I'm really positive about the setup I'm going to trade. I'm going to risk with. We also have another trade on 6th July. Okay, I took two trades on 6th July, one being a break even and the other one hitting profit, which I made $185. I took another trade on the 11th. You see the time period, variations in time period. Just because I won $185, I wasn't over trading to make more money, because I knew my setup was already cashed out and the market wasn't showing me any other thing, so I stepped out. So on 11th of July, I took another trade, resulted in another win, which was $198. To the Euro USD buy trade. On the 13th of July, I took another trade. It was a loss, apparently, minus 57. I called it a day. I didn't trade again on that day. So on 14th of July, took another trade. It was a break-even trade. Took another trade on 14th of July, which was another loss on that day. Then this one was it was kind of a mistake on MT5. I mistakenly took a buy on Euro USD instead of GBP USD, and immediately I closed the profit. Sorry, I closed the trade, and it was just minus 1.41 loss. So this one was, it was an error from my ends, and okay, and I took another trade on that 14th, which made it a total of three trades. If you on the day, like I had one loss, one break even, and I took another trade, which I was up in profits. I actually wanted to pass the challenge at once. I was up to one is to three RR, but I wanted to pass the challenge at once. I carried my TP to 1:5R, but eventually the trade came back to stop me out on 1 hour, which is still profit. Can take in any day. He paid for my loss on that, and I stepped out of the market, waiting for next week to continue the challenge. If you can see, if you can take anything away from this performance right here, is that I'm being patient and I'm not over trading. I'm taking my time, I'm taking the right setups, and I'm up 4.72%, which that's very nice. If I was funded, that would be a very good return in 2 weeks. Alright, so I'll go over to quickly show you some of the trades I took at my journal. You can see 3rd July, 5th July. I have everything written down and everything accounted for. The first day was a loss, like I said. Let's just check the before. Okay, first trade was a loss. I saw this demand zone. I actually marked out this point also, but I then chose to, because I thought the trade was going to move. I then chose to use this point, which price came back to react to the previous point and stopped me out, and that was okay. Let me show a higher time frame, perspective of that trade. Okay, so you can see its liquidity, see price move up, retracement back, and I saw this bullish candle at the time. This candle closed on the 15 minute or 30 minute, I think. So I wanted to trade back into it as you see price comes back to take me out and tap into this other demand zone, and it was a loss, and I was okay with that. I knew that okay, it was just the opposite. What's the word I should use? It was just another loss that I've witnessed before. I knew my strategy wasn't broken or anything. Okay, so I'll check this win and why I took it to. Okay, GBP USD. I aim for 3R. This other win. I held it over the night and I woke up to profit. And I highly recommend you guys have a journal to keep track of your progress and know where you're making mistakes and everything. Alright, so it's a quick one. I highly recommend buy FundedNext. I know almost all the pro firms now are considering making no time limits, but my FundedNext hasn't given me any issue as of now, and I'm still yet to get a payout from this challenge, exact from this my FundedNext. But so far, it's been smooth. The only issue I have is that one trade that is in my trading history that I didn't take, but still they didn't deduct it from my capital, so I think it's just a mistake from their ends. Okay, if you want to learn more, I'll drop a free Telegram group link on my description. You can click and join the group. I don't currently don't have a live mentorship, so I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. It's like if you're trading and you think trading is a way for you out of poverty or or out of your struggle you're facing, and you're really serious about taking this as a career, then you're the right person. You're my type of people. So, okay, like, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up to get more reach and impact more lives. Peace.